I'm Claudia Louise from BeHealing.com. Oh look, there's me walking in the house. Hello Stephanie, hello Marge. Welcome to Psychic Cafe, everybody. It's the new moon today. Well, later on, it's in about 12 hours in fact. New moon, so I'm doing a new moon special. You still on, Stephanie? You wore shungite to bed and believe this is why I'm up nice and early. Wow. Oh, wow, I've never used crystals before. Wow. I go in and out of using crystals. So, the Virgo new moon is what we've got today. And I've picked out the card for the Virgo new moon and it says, the camera doesn't want to. Oh, come on, camera. Oh well. It says a time to give rather than take. Why is the camera not working today? It's usually pretty good. Hello? Lindsay. I was going to try and remember your name because you put a comment and you put your name in it. You put Lindsay in it and I thought, oh, I want to remember that. So when you're on in here, I can speak to you by your name. So thanks for putting your name there because I would have forgotten. Chicken, what are you doing? Lindsay and Deb and Arlene and Jennifer, hello. We've got a time to give rather than take there. That's not the energies that I'm picking up on for this new moon. I'm picking up on it's a time to get things sorted out. Say if you were starting off a business or something like that, and you were in the ideas phase and you're collecting people together and you're doing all the exciting part of it. I'm feeling like this new moon is like, now sort out the business structure or go to the attorney about it, if that's the right name. You know, the accountant, get the structure sorted out. It's more, I'm picking up, or say in a relationship, it's about, okay, well, where will we live and what's behind this? It's more the sorting the details out. That's the vibe that I'm getting off it. Don't know about you, but I'm going to pick the cards out and see what else they tell us. Username's confusing. I've just washed my hair and dried it, and so I'm feeling humid right now. My hair's sticking to me. So let's get some cards out. Let's get some more on this new moon. That's the vibe that I'm picking up anyway. I slept half the day yesterday because I didn't sleep the night before because my boyfriend and the kids stayed over. And I can't sleep when they're here yet. I'm not used to it yet. But I slept half the day away yesterday. I was going to do a pick a card read, but I just wasn't in the energy for it. I'll do it today. And then last night, I went to bed super early. I must have been asleep about 9:30. Woke up in the middle of the night just for a short time. Slept in again, 6:30. Well, it's not a sleeping to most, but it is to me. I usually wake up just before 6, or at 6 at the latest. So, opposite of full moon. In the full moon, I wasn't sleeping. This new moon, I'm doing nothing but sleeping. So I don't know if you're the same as that as well. Let's get some cards out about the energies. We've had rainstorms the last few days and the wind's picking up now. We're about to have a storm at the weekend. So they've put all the cool stuff away. I don't know how bad it's going to get with the wind, but it is getting windy. It started to rattle the windows. But it's very wet outside, so it's humid. The air conditioner struggles in here when it's like that. Come on. So if you hear weird noises, I'm hearing weird noises. It's the wind. It's moving stuff outside. So we can look forward to power cuts, internet outages. It all goes on when the wind blows. Hey Michelle, hey Chris. Yay, Chris is here. So the new moon, what have we got? Nothing yet from this deck. Just too good at shuffling these cards. Sleeping Beauty. Hey Aphrodita. So yeah, it's the new moon in about, I think it's about 11 hours now. So I've got my new moon readings on special, half price at the moment. Let me put them up for you. There's the link for it, in case you want one of those. So just after I was speaking about sleeping so much on the new moon, not sleeping on the full moon, Sleeping Beauty's dream is what we've got here. Hang on. 3. Card number 3. Sleeping Beauty's dream. The camera's not playing today. What is it focused on? No. Usually if I hold them in the middle, it's pretty good. So focused on the plants. It's just not focusing at all. Anyway, you're going to get blurry cards today. Sleeping Beauty's dream. Soul journey, power of imagination, inner strength. We all know the story of Sleeping Beauty, who got pricked by the spindle and fell into a deep sleep. This card shows Sleeping Beauty asleep, her hair thick like thorns surrounding a castle. Imagine if your soul could wander while you sleep. What places and people would it visit? Envision what kind of journey you could have. Your soul's not tied to a certain place. It's able to tear down walls and scale a hedge of thorns. Like the bird Sleeping Beauty gently holds in her hand, your soul is ready to be freed and soared to all the places in your dreams. Oh, so it is about manifesting. It is about manifesting our dreams, this new moon, which new moons are about, new moons are about picking what it is that we want and going for that. The new moon reading, new moon readings are about what to change in your consciousness, so your mind, your beliefs, and what to change in your energy, so your emotional state, to manifest your dreams. And it's interesting, I started watching a video of, I think it was Christopher Wataki for this week or this new moon, I don't know. I was busy doing stuff at the time, so I wasn't listening that much, but he said something about how when people are in the right mind and the right energy, their luck seems to turn in their favour. And he said, they'll get the last flight and stuff like that. And I thought, well, it's true, I got back to this island just in time before all the flights stopped, before the lockdown started. And it's true. When you're in the right energy, things just work out for you. You create your luck. That's what I've talked about that before. Like in your mind or in your energy, to start manifesting what you want, and you get into that good vibe, which takes effort to stay in there. Hey, Amy. So yeah, that's what my new moon readings are about. If you want one, they're half price today. So let's get a tarot card out. I want to know more about this new moon. I remember last time the full moon Psychic Cafe was really good. It gave us a lot of information about that full moon song. Hoping for the same this time, guides. Give us it, guides. Queen of Pentacles. The queen that's got her stuff, is in charge of her stuff, is manifesting her own stuff, isn't waiting on anyone else to manifest her stuff. She does it for herself, not in a cut-off kind of way. Hey Robin, hey Tracy. Not in a cut-off kind of way, as if, cutting yourself off from community, but in just doing it for yourself. It doesn't mean having no help, but it means being the leader. So if you want a business, you've got to be the CEO of it. You've got to do it yourself, right? You don't have to do everything in it yourself. You can get help, but you've got to do it yourself. Feeling out of balance and drained lately. Really, Leah? Hello. Hey, Eva. So maybe this Queen of Pentacles is for you, Leah, is to take control of it. It's like when I decided to pay off my debt, like my credit card was pretty much nearly maxed out all the time. I'd pay like $1,000 off it and then I'd max it out again. And I was in this cycle, and then I just woke up and I started being the Queen of Pentacles, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pay this off. I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to earn the money to pay this off. And when you step into that Queen of Pentacles energy, I'm going to do this. I'm going to manifest it. Things change. Things change. Just in the nick of time. So Queen of Pentacles energy is telling us to take charge of it. That's what I'm hearing from that. This is the new moon to take charge of it. So it's not just a new moon where you write down your wish list and hoping that the universe will do it for you. It's a time to write down your wish list and say to yourself, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do it for myself. I'm going to get it for myself. The universe will join you in it. It always does. Wow. I'm going to read this card out from the booklet because it's awakening. It's come out before in the card readings that I've done, but never when I've had the chance of reading it in the book. Awakening. Why is the camera not working today? You can see the cards back there better. Hang on. What's 20 usually? The one before the... So it's the moon, the sun, something, and the world. I need to find out. What's 20 usually? Judgment. Okay. But in this deck, it's awakening. Let's see what she says on it, because she's got a different take. That's why I like reading out from these books sometimes, because it gives us a bit of an extra bit that I wouldn't pick up from it. Awakening to your divine nature. Judgment. Facing the music. Ascension. Accepting and forgiving your beautiful soul. Intrinsic expansion. Rising above the clouds, we find clarity in ourselves, in our pasts, in our actions. The key to this judgment, this awakening, this reckoning of the heart and memory, is to be able to dish out radical self-compassion and forgiveness. Right, we've got to have that. We've got to have that. Yeah, because you can't beat yourself up and decide that you're going to pay off your debt and beat yourself up about it. That won't work. You've got to forgive yourself and go, okay, I am where I am. And now I'm going to take charge of this and do it, not beat yourself up about it. See yourself as the beautiful spark of inspiration that you are. You are divine, love, mystery. And when you open yourself up to this beautiful truth, you will see that your flaws are rooted in your humanness. Beautiful soul, bright shiny light, awaken to the magic and see your past as the incredible lesson that it was. A history of beautiful and broken things have brought you right here, to this moment, to this place where you can bear witness to your own magnificence, where the only judgment to be laid down is by your honest heart, and where a forgiveness of the spirit is a remedy for your beautiful future. What are we but ashes, fire, water and air, laced with pure magic and dusted with prayer? Oh, that's sweet. So the awakening, about remembering who we are. And being the magic that we are, stepping into that magic that we are, because we don't do it by thinking that we're just human and beating ourselves up. And we don't do it just by wishful thinking either. It's that blend of the material and the spiritual. Yes, I was talking about that 2 days ago. Robin, you can so relate. Took a significant step to invest better in myself. Yeah. And I feel that that's what this new moon is calling us to do now. It's... You know how I said, what I was feeling myself was that this one was about, sorting stuff out. That's what I was feeling. There we go. Sorting stuff out. So some of it's internal, right? And some of it's external. Sorting stuff out in our lives, but also sorting stuff out in ourselves so that we can sort stuff out in our lives. It's like a wake-up call. That's why we've got the awakening card. A wake-up call, new moon. It's like, okay, yes, you keep on writing down your wishes. That was in the daily as well, about us getting on with it now, getting on with something we've put on our wish list. So the universe is saying, okay, you keep on writing the stuff down that you want on your wish list, but now it's time to bring it into the material. Now your energy, any energy that's stopping you from sorting it out. Because I picked out healing energy today in my personal cards. So yeah, it is a healing time. So whatever is holding you back from actually taking control, being the Queen of Pentacles, and manifesting that stuff in your life, actually taking action yourself toward it and owning it, needs to be healed today. Let's get one of these out. Right, so it's all formulating now what this new moon is all about. I'm getting it. But my hair's still sticking to me. Dispelling sadness. Oh. Yes, it's a healing new moon for sure. Dispelling sadness. I've never seen this card before. It says, I will feel better once I get the rest I need. So we've got 2 cards about sleep. The camera's not playing today. We've got 2 cards about sleep today. So as I was saying at the start, full moons, we don't sleep. New moons, we do sleep. I almost missed Psychic Cafe because I was sleeping. I slept pretty much half the day away yesterday. There was no way I was going to be able to do this. No way yesterday. I was exhausted. There's something in that, tending to our energy, feeling better when we've had a sleep, when we've just given ourselves a break. Remember that emotional health day we had? Was that 2 days ago? I don't remember. Okay. More cards. So yeah, be sure to get plenty of sleep. I'll get plenty of sleep tonight as well. My boyfriend's off the island at the moment with his kids. I got invited to go with them yesterday, but I need to work and it's too soon anyway. And anyway, he did a video call twice yesterday to introduce me to his family and to his friends. I'm like, yeah, it's too soon for this. Video call was enough. Hey Tara, you've been very tired, Aphrodita. Hey Stephanie, you're back. Yeah, tiredness, wow. And taking risks too. You've had trouble sleeping. Oh, I've slept so much. No trouble sleeping at all. Trouble sleeping the night before last, but that was due to 3 people being in my bed. It's something to get used to, isn't it, in a new relationship, sleeping when someone else is there. I haven't got used to it yet. So we've got taking risks, stepping out towards something that we want. There's some action to take today. You know, when you're writing down your new moon list, I don't know if you do that, but I write down what my wishes are on the new moon. And you can't just wish it, that's not enough, right? You've got to then take action toward it. And when you take action toward it, the universe knows that you're serious about it. You know, it's like, say, a relationship. If you're saying that you want like a committed relationship, but you just keep on, having one night stands or whatever, or not putting yourself out there. If you're not taking action toward it, it's not going to happen. But as soon as you start taking action toward it, any kind of action, the universe wakes up and it goes, oh, Chloe wants a committed relationship. She's actually doing something now. And then it starts moving towards you. But that energy, it doesn't spark into life until we start doing something. So there are some risks to take. And it's the scary risk that you're not taking because of this healing work, the healing stuff, the awakening. So there's some action to be taken this new moon toward what it is that we want. Hey Stephanie, you've all shungite to bed. Never used crystals before in your life. I go in and out of using crystals. Like I've got these crystals now, but all my other crystals are in storage in Australia. I didn't look for a rose quartz, although I have not been out to the shops. Let's get one of these. Shungite. I haven't had shungite though. I'll have to keep on using it. I think, I've got 3 cards. I think selenite's good for sleeping. I think. I've done that before, put selenite under the bed. Ooh, we've got a change in the wind. Yeah, a change. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling the change with this new moon. It's like something, hopefully, will switch in your mind, and then, like that Queen of Materials, okay, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take action. I'm going to take those risks. I'm not going to let my unhealed self stand in the way and stopping me from moving forward. Hey, Karen. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make those changes. So it's like a change in the mind causes a change in behaviour, and then things start moving. Perfect time to get a new moon reading, because that's what they're all about. The half price today. Here's the link. But yeah, and then co-create. So we've got to take ownership of it, but then we co-create with others. You have selenite under your bed. It's nice, clearing energy, selenite. It's good when you've got a headache and put it to your forehead when you've got a headache. So co-creation, as I said, you need to be the CEO of it. You've got to take responsibility for it, be the Queen of Pentacles, but then work with other people. So maybe you're co-creating something with someone. So changing the wind, change of the mind, change of behaviour, co-creating something, and then the blessings come in. This new moon isn't a time to sit back and just receive, right? That's what the thing says. In a blurry fashion, it says a time to give rather than take. It's a time to put your energy out there. It's yang time. It's not yin time. So the things that you're trying to yin, the things that you're trying to receive, it's time to yang to get it to come to you. And then your blessings will come in. It's just not focusing today. What the hell? 22. Blessings. 22 blessings. 21 wishes in 21 days. Has anyone done that program of mine? It's available somewhere on behealing.com. In the shop, probably. 21 meditations. You listen to them each day. It's a pretty cool program. They're not the best quality recordings. I could do better now with not with this place. I sat in my walk-in wardrobe to do them back on the Gold Coast. Because I don't have a sound room. Something is moving, it's like you just can't put your finger on it. Yeah, the energies, they are moving. It's moving us in a certain direction. Mine, I don't know, it's weird. It's like the universe is stopping us from moving too fast forward with this relationship, even though both of us do want to. And so things keep on stepping in our way. And if I didn't know better, I would think the universe is against us on this one. But it's not, it's just slowing us down. I can see that. It's like him wanting me to go and meet his family yesterday. And no, it's too soon. We've only been together, what? 11 days. So anyway. Yep, something's moving. What else should we get at? The energy is moving, I feel it. It's like that awakening card is perfect for it. I like that. Awakening instead of judgment. It makes more sense to me. Otherwise, the judgment and the justice cards seem so similar, the energies. But awakening makes more sense. So we're awakening something inside of ourselves. It's like, come on, you magic, get on with it. Nervous. I'm not nervous. What, nervous about the relationship? Or nervous today? Now, I've got some healing stuff to do around the relationship. It's bringing stuff up because he's a single parent. So it's bringing up all those days. I was a single parent long, long time ago. When I was 21. When I was 22. And then again when I was 30. Until now. But I mean, I'm not a single parent now. They're adults now. But it's bringing stuff like that up. It's bringing family stuff up too because I got a family around me now. About meeting the family? No, not really. It's just too soon. Well, I saw them on video chat yesterday, but his brother looks just like him. Like, oh my God, there's two of them. The gem. This is Blessings card again. Really good stuff is coming. Really good stuff's coming. And right now, Marge, what I'm doing, it's not so much nervous about meeting the family or anything, but I'm just trying to come down to earth because we're at the very start of the relationship and it makes you spaced out. Falling in love and everything that's involved in it, it makes you spaced out. Finding it hard to continue working. So once I settle down into that, then it's time to take it to the next level for me. So yeah, gems, the blessings, they're coming. But we've got to do that awakening stuff and get on it ourselves. Let's put that there. Right, I'm going to get some little cards out and get deeper into this because we get more information from these little cards, don't we? What's this new moon about? My personal cards today, I've got refocus and decide. And be still, keep quiet, romance. Quiet down the romance front. Oh, we've got preparing, is it true? Right. So this new moon, for us all, is about preparing our mind. It's getting that changing the wind is about mindset. That's what I was picking up right away. And so we're preparing our mindset preparing ourselves to move forward. It starts in the mind. So there's something going on in your mind. There's some kind of a belief, some kind of a story going on in your mind that's preventing you at the moment from moving forward on something. We've all got that going on, right? Because it's evolution. No matter what else we're reaching for, there's always something in our mind to move forward on. Good reason to get a new moon reading, because it goes into that. What to change in your mind. So we're being prepared for what we want. Our higher selves are trying to shift our consciousness. So you might have noticed, I don't know, you might have been reading things, or you might have noticed something on social media that is changing your mind about something. It's like when you first learn about law of attraction, it changes your mind about something. It's like that. It's that kind of energy. Changing our minds from untruths that we've had in there. Also, a refocus and a surrender. So refocusing on what it is that we want in our lives, but then surrendering it too. Oh, it's that fine balance, isn't it, between surrender and the Queen of Pentacles. Owning it and then surrendering. Owning it, moving forward in a way, and then surrendering to the universe. That balance of yin and yang. So getting our focus right, being in charge of it, that focus. But then not necessarily thinking from the ego that we need to do it all ourselves. Working with the universe is what it is. That awakening card is just perfect for this new moon. And it takes work to get that balance right. Because we get out of balance, and then we've got to notice that and bring ourselves back into balance. And hopefully, instead of going like this, woo, 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 we fine-tune it and we go a little bit more like this. And get that balance right. Corey. Oh, Marge, you've been having lots of aha moments for a few weeks. There you go. So those aha moments, there will be that shift of the mind toward where it needs to be to manifest things. Ow, I'm getting pain in my foot. Okay, Corey. Learned about mirror reflections on a deeper level today. Realising I shouldn't be mad at the mirror because it's only a reflection of the part of me that needs to be addressed. Yeah. Or just released. Sometimes it's just release. Sometimes we have released something already. Sometimes we've let go of something already and we don't have a behaviour in us. And then we attract someone to show us that we're still beating ourselves up about something we did before. If we just forgive ourselves for it, then we don't get those mirrors in front of us anymore. Could be that. So we don't always need to own it. Do you know what I mean? We don't always need to say, oh, this person has got that, so I must be that too. It can be, I was that, and I still haven't forgiven myself for it. I felt like saying that to you, Corey. So getting that balance of the focus and the surrender. Focus yet surrender. Ownership yet release. What else? This new moon. Yeah, there's that yin too, softening and opening our heart, being okay about that, being okay about our guardedness. It sounds like a cat's trying to get in the door. It sounds exactly like that. My cat's trying to get in the door, but she's already inside. It's the wind pretending to be a cat trying to get in the door. Lindsay, mirror behaviour has been strong in my mind this month. So being okay about what we're open to and what we're not open to. It's good to have boundaries. And sometimes we have bigger boundaries than we need. Sometimes we're kind of shut off from the whole world. So if you don't have strong boundaries, you end up having to put one massive gate in front of you to be boundaried from everything. And then as you learn to have boundaries, when you need boundaries, you can be more and more open. But whatever stage we're at on that journey is okay. It's okay. It's okay to hermit away. It's okay when you've got poor boundaries to hide away. That's a good thing to do. If you've got poor boundaries, it's not a good thing to put yourself out there. So wherever we're at on that journey of opening up, we've got to be okay about it. That was the last coffee because I've run out of cream. Yeah, so be okay about that, about how open you are or how not open you are. You can get in a mess, you know. I was in a mess for many years by doing all the spiritual work before I'd done the empowerment work, and so I was wide open, really messed up, and hadn't healed, you know, the abuse stuff and all the trauma stuff. So I was just a massive magnet to all of that. That's a dangerous mix, I've found. This moment, time alone. Time to ourselves. This new moon is a good time to take time to ourselves. Maybe to figure that out. More heavy cream. I know the cat wanted some cream this morning. I'm like, I'm sorry, only got enough for 2 coffees. You're not getting any. Yeah, this new moon is a very healing new moon. It's getting back to basics of, okay, how open am I? How closed am I? Am I taking control of my life? Not control. Am I taking responsibility for my life? Am I taking action toward it? And getting that balance of surrender. While we're doing this, it's a good time to be alone. Perfect. And it's funny too, it's like when the video calls that I've had yesterday with my boyfriend, the Wi-Fi has messed up a couple of minutes into it, so they've been very short. It's like the universe keeps on stepping in to slow us down. Stepping in to slow us down. Okay, who wants a reading? Who wants a new moon reading? So just whatever is coming up for you in the new moon. It's night for you, Chris. Every time I watch you drink your coffee, you want some. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sometimes we want that. I get the same. It's not very often, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I want coffee. And I know I can't because in the afternoon at all, otherwise I won't sleep. Yeah. Hot chocolate, that's the way to go. Actually, I haven't bought any for ages. So who wants a reading? I'm going to start with me and then put all your requests up there. What's going on with my voice today? Got this moment of knowing. Oh, then my fears kick in and then I start questioning myself. I'm getting better. That's the roller coaster I'm on. I do get better. Ooh. Wow, there's lots of you in here. Can you all click like on this video, please? And I will do this. Marge is up first. What have you got going on this new moon, Marge? Oh, wow. Yes. Right, Marge. You know how I was saying it's about kind of being the Queen of Pentacles, taking charge of your life? There's something for you, Marge, about freedom, love and joy and communicating that. So it's like you've got these wishes for freedom, love and joy on your wish list, but the people around you, maybe family or people you're working with or whatever, you're not communicating that to them. It's like you're keeping it to yourself. So you're putting it on your wish list. You want to tell the universe, but you don't want to tell anyone else. It won't happen if you don't tell anyone else. I mean, you've got to actually make movements toward those changes. It's not done by only telling the universe. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not going to be hidden. You're keeping it hidden in a way. I'm not saying like write your wish list down and then go and tell the whole world about it. But there's something about, excuse me, there's something about letting people know where you're headed to. So say if you want to start your own business and you're writing that down on your wish list and you're working in a job, you could start telling people that you're working with, I'm starting my own business, I'm moving toward that, you know. Just communicating it where you're headed to people. Especially family, I'm feeling. Freedom, love and joy. You need to start putting it out there a little bit more. Leah, what have you got going on? This new moon. Rest and success. You got to rest up more. So you were saying that, right? You're tired. Listen to that. Sometimes we think, oh, to get more success, I've just got to do more. I've got a twitch in my arm. Can you see it? No, the camera's not picking it up. My arm is twitching. Sometimes we think to get more success, we've got to do more, do more, do more. We think that's the way to get success. And there's something in that, but it's not true. If your energy is saying you need to relax more, then that means you need to rest more. That means rest. Because you're tying yourself up in knots, so it means that your consciousness isn't in the right place yet too, or your energy is not in the right place yet for that action, that inspired action that will actually get you the success that you want. So rest is better. I think I've told you all before that sometimes when I'm working on my business and I'm trying and I'm trying and I'm trying and I'm doing too much and I'm tired and my body's aching, when I just stop, if I give up, because I'm not getting the results, because you don't get the results when you're in that energy. I don't get the results when I'm in that energy. If I just stop and I go for a massage, invariably, when I come out of that massage and put my phone back on, there'll be lots of orders that have come in. It's just, you've got to listen to your energy and get that balance right. So you've got your guidance system inside of you. It's how you're feeling. But your mind's contradicting it, Leah. You're like, okay, but if I want success, I've got to ignore this. I've got to ignore this urge to rest and to sleep and all of that. But no, you can't ignore it. And invariably when you do that, when you rest, that's when you start getting inspired. So when I was working in corporate, I've always been an entrepreneur, right? But I used to work in corporate. Not the right place for me at all. Oh, I had a dream about someone I used to work with there last night. Whoa. Wild. Okay. Yeah, when I used to work in corporate, I had 2 babies while I was working, so I had maternity leave twice. And it was only after a few weeks of maternity leave when I had time to myself. Sure, with a baby it's not really time to yourself, but it was break away from work enough for resting my mind enough to start getting inspired about entrepreneurial stuff. But each time, after 6 months, I would go back to work and then forget all about it. And so it's only in that resting time that I would, or when I went on holiday as well, that I'd get inspired. Same, since I've had my business, sometimes me and my ex would go away to Tambourine Mountain, and these beautiful, beautiful little cottages, witches' full cottages, and they're so private. It's like the place to have a honeymoon. It's just gorgeous. But same, we would rest so much, just like reading and having sex and resting and eating. The place would actually bring food hampers to your room, so it's just beautiful, beautiful retreat place. And I would get inspired with ideas then. So yeah, resting. You need to give yourself enough rest. Corey, relax and release guilt for it. Same with you. You need to relax and put yourself first and not feel guilty about that. So what I just said, but don't feel guilty about it. Arlene. Right, so that's why we're getting this urge to sleep more, this new moon. It's because we're not getting the rest that we need. Maybe that's why something keeps on happening. to stop me to do the pick a card reads. I want to record it. I'm going to do it today. I'm not going to do the energy updates first. I'm going to do the pick a card read. But yeah, things have been stepping in my way and I've just had to rest. I've had to keep on taking days off when I thought that I'd needed to do my work. But you just got to go with that. Arlene. Okay, you got to listen and get what I want. So you've been writing your wish list down. If anyone isn't doing that, you really need to do that. There's something about writing it down that makes it happen. It gets it out of the mind, which is like the ethereal world, to 3D world. Just writing it down, it's the first manifestation of it, right? You're putting it on paper. So, you've been writing your stuff down, Arlene, and you are going to get what you want. Maybe the path to it isn't what you think it's going to be. So, yeah, these convoluted paths that our higher selves take us down because it's trying to get us around our resistance. It's like me, my path to a committed relationship was having to move to another gym. It's like going for a guy whose name is very similar to Carrot. And it wasn't right for me, but he led my man into my life, literally. He walked him across the street to meet me. We have these convoluted paths. It's not necessarily the way that you think it's going to come. So this is telling me, Arlene, that your higher self is trying to get you to what it is that you've asked for. But when you're given a lead, you're not believing it. You're like, no, it can't be that way. Paths don't make sense, but our higher selves know how to get around our resistances. My higher self knows that it needs to put a man in front of me to get me to that actual man, or put a man in front of me to get to where I should be living. My higher self knows me that well. So listen to what's being put in front of you and go with it. Treat it like a spiritual quest kind of thing, and that you know, like some kind of computer game, that everything that comes into your life is a pointer toward what it is that you want, and just trust that. Have more fun with it. Chris. Ooh. Self-respect. You've got to make love here. About doing what you love and doing who you love. It's about respect. Settling for scraps. You're settling for scraps. You're settling for what you don't really want. In fact, you're going for what you don't really want. Both in relationships and in work as well. In life. Let's put it that way. Because your level of self-respect needs to come up first. Because you're not even asking for what you really want yet. Or maybe you're asking for what you want, but you're not going for it. You're not being the Queen of Pentacles and saying, okay, I'll go for what I want now. You're going for lesser than that. You're like, yeah, I want these things, but what's within my reach is actually much less than that. Well, stop doing that. Respect yourself more. Respect your wishes more. We're given wishes for a reason. It's to move us toward what we really want. We're not given ideas and wishes and things like that. Then the universe says, but you can't have it. It just doesn't do that to us. I've got chip going on the side of my MacBook. Eating chips yesterday. Oh, no, it's not. It's blood. What? Mosquito. I must have squished a mosquito and then picked up my MacBook. Tracy, I think Tracy's next. Yes. Tracy, what's going on for you this new moon? Oh, a lot of internal work. Tracy, who am I? I am love. There you go, there's your answer. You're asking that question. Maybe you're asking yourself, well, what do I want? What do I want? Who am I? What do I want? Getting back to basics. Maybe you're changing your life completely, Tracy, or you're ready to do that. Getting back to basics. Think about what you always wanted, maybe since you were a kid. The lifestyle that you really want. You're getting back to basics of who you are, what you would love. The universe wants that for you. So kind of write yourself a new story, Tracy, of what you'd really like now. If you could get everything that you want, maybe do that perfect day exercise. What would be a perfect day for you? Waking up, where are you waking up? What time are you waking up? What's your bed like? What's your bedroom like? What do you see when you look out of the window? Then what do you eat? And then what do you do? If it was a perfect day, get tuned into that. Yeah, hours before March. We must all have different orders of the comments. So when you post, it'll come up straight away for you, but it doesn't necessarily come up straight away in everyone else's. I'm doing them in the order that the comments are on mine anyway. Tara. Oh. You've got some inner healing work to do this new moon, Tara, and it's about how you're sabotaging your joy. So maybe you're asking for things that would bring you joy, but then you're sabotaging it. You're not moving toward it, or there's something going on. You're preventing yourself from going there. Look how battered that sabotage card is. You can hardly even see it. Joy. Yeah, sometimes we get serious. Sometimes we think, okay, I want to manifest this, I've got to get really serious or work really hard toward it or something like that. That's not in alignment with the universe. The universe is quite light and fun. And it's easier than we think as well. It will be easier than we think. So go for your joy, Tara. Go for what would bring you joy. And question your mind when it tells you that it should be hard or serious or boring or anything like that. Aphrodite. Ooh, Aphrodite, you've got someone to talk to. Something to face up about. I feel like you're turning away from someone and kind of not saying, I think you're trying to distance yourself from someone instead of saying what's burning inside of you. There's something that needs to be said and released. I'm not picking up what it's about. But it's something that's going around and around and around in your mind. And if you think you can just avoid that person and not say it, it's not going to be released from your mind. So this thing is inside of you and it's stressing you out. If you don't speak it out, it's stressing you out. So you need to face a situation and tell it to them. Something that's going around and around in your mind. Maybe you're rehearsing it. You know when we do that rehearsing conversations, like if they said that, I would say this. That just shows that we've got something inside of us that needs to come out. We need to say it. You need to say it. Stephanie, me please. Thank you so much. So worried about delays and losing money. Stephanie. Okay. Yeah. Moving away from that line of thinking and then starting something to get what you want. That's what the advice is. So I don't know how that applies to your situation now, Stephanie. But the way that you're approaching it or the way that you're thinking about it isn't helping you at the moment. You need to move away from that line of thinking and then start something. Sometimes, say, you know when people get caught up in victimhood mode, say if they've lost their job or something, and there was there was something unfair about it, and they can get caught up in trying to get compensation back. They put all of their energy into that, and they're missing the next step. They were actually released from that. The universe was releasing them from that so that they could move forward with something else, but they still try and cling on to the past so much that they're trying to get compensation for it and scupper themselves, like really hold themselves back on the path. It's a kind of energy like that. That's an extreme version of it, but you've got a kind of energy like that, Stephanie, that you're trying to stay in the past It's like if somebody, say if I were to be stupid enough to do readings and then charge people afterwards, then instead of getting payment up front, then I would spend probably more than half my time chasing up payments, and that would be ridiculous. But say I was stupid enough to do that and somebody just wouldn't pay. There would come a point where I'd have to go, okay, move away from that, because I need to put my energy into finding new clients that will pay. Sometimes you got to cut your losses. That's what it is. Cut your losses and move forward, because there's always more money in that example. There's always more money, you know. Robin, remember that time after I had my last baby? Both of the kids, yeah, it's full on. It's full on. And his attention is taken so much by them, and I get that, you know, I've been there. And not only that, I was a single parent and dating too, and there's all of that as well. So his youngest is fine with us being together, his daughter, his 5-year-old. She doesn't like it when he kisses and hugs me and stuff. She's got some fear there about that. Like, she's great with me, she's great with us being together, but as soon as he shows me any affection, she's not okay with it. It's weird. But yeah, spot on. Rest is exactly what I'm in need of. Set boundaries with my neighbour who texts me daily. Keeps your mind overstimulated, which tires me out. You know what, Leah, since before this relationship kind of officially started, it was already escalating before that. I had to do the same thing. I had to switch Messenger off for a while, for that very reason, or switch certain people off within Messenger. I didn't have any energy for it anymore. I didn't have the space for it anymore. And I just had to withdraw from that. And yeah, sometimes you got to do that. So there's something you can do, depends on how they're messaging you, but there's something you can do. I can't remember what it is now, but I did it to a few people. I didn't have time. It's like when you suddenly get busy in your life, not having time to maybe go for a coffee with your friends anymore or something like that. You pull back from that. Well, now we're in this technological kind of age. We've got to listen to our emotional state and then take those steps. I think pretty much all of the social stuff, the social networking stuff, has that. They've put that into there so that you can snooze people or you can mute. I think it's on Messenger, it's mute people. And then you can get back to them when you're ready, and it just frees up your energy. So yeah, I was getting into overwhelm like that, and yeah, just do that. You don't need to respond. That's the great thing about messages and email, is we can respond in our own time, and people get used to that instant response, and it's not good for us, that. Don't feel guilty, Corey. You're welcome, Arlene. Marsh, thinking about what you said, a bit confused. Okay, I can't remember what I said now. Chris, camera's disconnected. Why? Something's happening on my phone. Hang on, I'm just starting the camera off again. There's a lot happening on my phone. There we go. I'm connected. Where was I? Chris, I actually did a bit of self-talk when you were talking about the Queen. I've been so focused on getting a job, any job, right, that I haven't been focused on the job that I know I can do and want. There you go. So that's what this new moon is about for you, Chris. Stephanie, pretty sure I did you. But yeah, the order is different than... I'm realising that now. That's why you all say, oh, you missed me. But I haven't. It's because your order's different. Let me just check that you were up there. I missed... Wait. It's jumped. Okay, I did Tara. Yes, it has jumped, you're right. Aphrodite, I did you. Stephanie, I did you. It's about the money, but you're the one that I just did. Robin is next. Robin. Yeah, the order is different for us all. So when you put a message up, it must come up straight away because it's on your computer or your phone or whatever. But by the time it comes up for everyone else, it's different. So the order I see is not necessarily the order that you see it. So when I put a message up, it probably inserts itself for me before it inserts itself for all of you. Anyway, Robin. Right, go within, find a new approach. Your higher self is trying to redirect you. You've got to take some time to go within, meditate. What else can I say about that? Maybe it would be good for you to get a new moon reading, because it wants you to find a completely different approach. Yeah, there's not much more to say about that. But it's like back to basics. It wants you to clear out the way that you're approaching stuff. Maybe you're trying to move forward in a certain way and it's not the way that it's going to work. If anyone is interested in one of those half price new moon readings, there's the link. Amy. Wow, you got the go within card as well, Amy. And to go with the flow, what isn't flowing? Just like I said before, like it's like the universe is slowing me and my boyfriend down because we both want to rush in because we can feel it's right, like it's right. But we're being slowed down, which is a great thing, for sure. Otherwise, we'd overwhelm each other and ourselves so much, like we've got enough on our plates at the moment. You've got a similar thing going on here. What's flowing? Oh look, it's focusing now. The camera's focusing. Amy. What's flowing, what's not flowing? What's not flowing, it's not saying that you can't have it. It's saying that you need to slow down. How many times have we had the patience card out and the wait card out lately? Divine timing is in play here. And so go within to tune into that flow. Yes, focusing now. I should have stopped the camera before and then you could have had a bit more focus. So that's you, Amy. Deepta. Whoops. Deepta. You're being asked to change your work, to transform your work, or transform yourself so that you can transform your work. Yeah, so it's all about work for you, changing that. What would you like to do? Or it might be a tweak within it. It's not necessarily like change your job kind of energy. How would you like to do it? What would you like to do and how would you like to do it? Transforming yourself. Oh no, I feel like you've transformed yourself. You transformed yourself and now your work needs to transform. You know, when we do all of this inner work, we transform ourselves. Then we've got to actually make changes in our external life or let go of things so that we can attract our new vibration, work or relationship or whatever. You know, some of the law of attraction stuff, it says, no, if you just transform yourself, then the work that you're in or the relationship that you're in will transform. Well, not necessarily. Because say if you were working in McDonald's and then you were transforming yourself to like be this super confident person sharing the gifts with the world, you're not going to be able to do that in McDonald's or in that relationship or whatever. So your energy has changed. You've transformed inside of yourself and now you need to let go of something in your work to attract the true match to your energy now. Deb Neeland. Where's that name from? Neeland. It sounds kind of English. Deb. Ooh, you got a mystery path. something you're going to be much more passionate about, or someone you're going to be much more passionate about. A mystery path to that. So your higher self is trying to move you toward it. Just like I said, like I had a relationship put in front of me, a potential relationship put in front of me to move me to where I needed to be, and then that potential relationship that never worked out. We never got together, and I'm glad we didn't now. Led my new man into my life. Got me to be in the right place. And so in a similar way, you've got a mystery path to your passion too. Look how windy it is out there. Trees. So yeah, Dad, mystery path, so follow that, you know. The mystery path, it comes up like just random stuff, like go to this place, go to that place. And an idea will pop into your head to go to a different cafe or something like that. It's never what you think it's going to be. Like you wouldn't think. Like, I got a job one time. It was a fun job. I mean, I've had my business for 20 years. I haven't needed a job, but yeah, one time I was like led to go to this cafe in the morning. So I went to the cafe, had my coffee, and then as I was leaving, as I got up from the table, right next to me on the window was a poster saying they were looking for a sailor to sail a 60-foot catamaran. I used to live on, no, a 62-foot catamaran. I used to live on a 60-foot catamaran. And to take people snorkeling. I used to take people snorkeling as another fun job. And so I went in and I said, I think you're looking for me because I don't think you'll find anyone else that's got, because they actually wanted someone with experience. I'm like, I don't think you'll find anyone else with experience of sailing these catamarans. It's like you're describing me in that poster. So they said, okay, go on the boat tomorrow. We'll give you a trial day. And then that was it. And then there I was working 12-hour days on that and running my business. I had to get up at 5 a.m. then to do my readings and stuff. I wasn't doing videos and stuff then. That had to stop. It was a very fun job. Wow, my life was so busy then. But yeah, you just don't know. Like sometimes we're led, you wouldn't think go to a cafe to get work, you know, but that's the mystery path. Sherry L. Sherry L. Getting over something that's been over, something you've let go of, but you're still getting over it emotionally, still processing those emotions, still detaching emotionally. Get out in nature, that will help you. You haven't put a lid on it yet, and you don't need to rush that. You can't rush that. Like there's nothing. There's no like secret recipe to doing that. It's just time and working through it and feeling it and stuff. So get out into nature. Eva. Eva, you're attached to things because you don't believe in yourself. It's like a safety net. You're keeping something or someone in your life just in case you don't get anything better. Don't do that. Detach. You're not allowing yourself to detach because you're not believing in yourself, or believe in yourself and then detach from it. You don't need those safety nets. Those just in cases. I'll keep this just in case. Karen. Lots of people in here today. Oh, we're already past an hour. Wow. I'm not training because he's away. And if I went to the other place to train, I've already hurt my foot from doing that. So I'm going to let my foot recover before I train. I'll train him tomorrow. He's back tonight. I'll train with him tomorrow. Karen. Feel it. Refocus. Oh, your higher self is trying to get you to refocus on something that you've wanted. It keeps on reminding you, especially in your feelings, or your feelings are getting stronger and stronger and stronger, your negative feelings about what it is that you're holding on to. Your higher self is trying to shift you to something else. And so it's heightening your feelings around everything, your positive feelings toward what you want and your negative feelings away from what you don't want. So if you've noticed your feelings have been getting stronger in both directions, that's the duality, right? It's trying to get you to refocus on those good feelings, refocus on that thing that's given you, or those things that are giving you the good feelings. So you're being forced into a refocus at the moment by your feelings being augmented. Interesting. I've never heard that before. Leslie, who's next? Leslie, you got expansion and gratitude. This is your higher self saying, to go with the flow really. If something is working in your life and getting bigger and getting better, it might be, we've all been taught, right, to focus on what we're lacking, what we're not strong in, and then try and fix that instead of just focusing on what's working and what we're great at. You've got a bit of that in you too. So you're still, got that school mentality that the teacher's saying, work on this because you're not good at that. Well, people don't excel like that. In school, we're instead to say, oh, right, you're good at this thing, you just focus on that then. You don't need to do your maths or your English and all of that. You just focus on that thing that you're good at. Schools don't do that. Schools want to churn people out, to get into jobs, to go into those office buildings and be in those jobs. It's not about creating geniuses or anything like that. So get in the flow, be grateful for what is expanding, and be focused on what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, all of that. Interesting. Michelle, please pull up a card from my sister Audrey. Audrey. Audrey the helper, wanting to help people, touching people's lives. Sometimes you can't fix things for people, and you need to be at peace with that. So you're the helper, the fixer, the rescuer, Audrey, and it's got its negative expression, so it works against you sometimes, but it's also got its positive expression. You're shifting into that balance, into a more positive balance of that now. Being shown how you're negatively expressing that, so when you try and rescue somebody, codependency. Just be at peace with that. You want to touch people's lives, yeah, your higher self gets it. And there is a positive way of doing that. There's also a negative way of doing that, and you're learning about that now. It's codependency. That was Audrey. Now Jennifer. Jennifer. Something's going to fulfill you. Something's calling you, Jennifer, and something that's really going to fulfill you. I feel like you've known this for a long time, of who you are. I had an ex-boyfriend, a businessman, and he thought that my business wasn't really working for me. That was his perspective, because he's into big business, But I said to him, but it's not just a business, it's me. Be Healing, it's me. It's not just a business. I'm not just the front to it. I'm not, I couldn't hire like someone else. It's me. It's about everything it's just me. And he's like, yeah, no, it's a business. He just came from this totally masculine and logical point of view. But there's something that's calling you that would really fulfill you, and it's about you. Same, Jennifer. It is you. You are that, and you know it. And so start doing it. Sue. Deep to size. I believe there's a lag in the chat. Yeah, it may appear on your screen before others. It recalibrates and switches up the order. Yeah, I'm not sure it switches it up, but it certainly looks different to me. Sue. Wow. Sue, inner work, healing work. You've got go within, clear within. Got stuff to clear within yourself. get a new moon reading. It will really help you change your energy, changing your mind. That's what this new moon is all about for you. Clearing things up inside of yourself, going within and doing that inner work. Wow. That's quite intense. To get both of those cards out together, it's quite intense. There's the link for the new moon readings, everybody. Half price today. Robin, I remember that time after I had my last baby. Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Spot on, rest is exactly what I'm in need of. Yes, I've read that before as well. Corey's not to feel guilty. Oops, I just jumped. Can't see where I was at. There's a squirrel outside on the rock. Yeah, the order's weird. Amy, I think I did you, Amy. Let me just check. Amy. Yes, I did you. You're welcome, Tracy. Too much work. Okay. Choose joy. Laverne is next. Nope, I did you, Sherry. Didn't skip you. You're okay being late, Andrea? Today, the cafe goes on because I'm not training. But on those days when I'm training, it's only 45 minutes long. Today, I can stick around and do everybody. I like it when these purple and green cards come out to match the plant and the flowers. Droopy flowers. Starting to droop. Laverne, you've got include and transformation. Oh, include your transformation. I feel like you're focused on everyone else and everyone else's transformation and what they need to do. Helping everyone else. You need to include yourself. Turn it back on yourself. You're probably giving advice to someone else about something that they need to do to transform themselves. You need to do it for yourself. Very much the energy of like a coach. There's like a lot of people coaching people out there that need to take on their own advice. Oh, it's the way of the healer, isn't it? We always give out what it is that we need to hear most of all. You're doing that, Laverne? Do it for yourself. Andrea, did you want one? Amy, been getting a lot of the Tower and Hangman in my daily readings. Wow, yeah. Going with the flow is frustrating sometimes. I know. That's why we've got to continuously be reminded of patience. It's Irish. Okay, yeah, Newland. Something very... I'm 7/8 Irish. But I was born in England. And then I moved to Australia. And now I'm Thai. Robin. I feel like I'm on my 47th new approach. It doesn't matter what come before, like Edison, I only need to find one way to make a light bulb. Exactly, right? Called you out on your shit again, Eva. Leslie, interesting, everyone else comes up on my screen in the same order as yours, except me. Yeah. Well, it will do that because you put it in on your device so it shows up right away. Karen, bang on, I'm trying. Raise the vibe. Oh, what's that? Hello, what do you, Sharoni, think of me? Huh? I don't understand your message. So I think I've done everyone. Did I miss anyone out? Does anyone want one? Anyone else? So that's the new moon. That's what we got going on. Just to recap, it's a time to give rather than take. What this means is it's a time to balance up our yin and our yang. It's a time to get into the Queen of Pentacles mode, so take responsibility for where we're at, move forward on things, do it ourselves, kind of that. But it's about awakening. So getting that balance right of the spiritual and the material, awakening to our powerful selves, our magician selves, to manifest things, knowing when we need to take action. We need to be the first one to take action, then the universe moves with us. We've got a lot of sleepy stuff going on. So getting enough rest, making sure we get enough rest. Got great things coming in. We've got dispelling sadness. Yeah, that's about rest. It says dispelling sadness, but it says I'll feel better once I get the rest I need. It's all about rest. Let's put it that way around. Oh, did she loves me? Let's answer that. Well, you got time alone and you're appreciated. So there was some form of appreciation there. Love, in a way, loved you in a way that she could. Certainly appreciated you, but now you've got time alone, so there's a breakup there. Michelle, did you Michelle, I think, did I? Let me just check. So many people in today, it's good. Yes, no, I did Audrey, did I do you? No, I didn't do you. Okay, Michelle. I like this. Oh, what's happening here? The camera's gone. You've got guidance and willingness. Yeah, I did Audrey. So Michelle, you've got guidance and willingness. Be willing to be guided. This is about humility, being humble enough to learn from somebody. Be willing to be guided. There's an energy about this. You know when people are uncoachable because the ego comes out and they don't want to learn from anything? There's an energy of that. So just be open, Michelle, to being guided. Be willing to be guided. Be willing to learn from somebody. I know that advice came up a couple of weeks ago about us being willing to learn from people that aren't everything. They aren't everything, but they've got like one specific thing to teach us, and it's okay. So for example, it's okay to learn from people, learn something from someone, even if they're not spiritual, even if they're not like emotionally intelligent or whatever. It's that kind of thing. Be coachable. I think you read me as Leslie. Yeah, I did. Lindsay. Did I say Leslie? Yeah. There you go. Today you're Leslie. Leslie and Lucy. My neighbour's called Lucy, but I call her Leslie sometimes. If your name begins with an L, I'm calling you Leslie at the moment. Sorry about that. You're welcome, Eva. Okay, I think I've got everybody now. Right, that's it. That's today. That's the new moon. If you would like one of those half-price new moon readings, I'm available today to do that. I'm going to be recording a pick a card read right after this. I might go and get some cream first though, because I would like another coffee. But yeah, look out for that pick a card read. It should be coming up on my YouTube channel later, maybe in about 10 hours. I'll put that out. And I should do this tomorrow as well. I should be on here tomorrow. So have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your new moon. Remember, get lots of rest. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.